This episode is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, the #1 seller of games and gaming accessories. And GatheringMagic.com, the #1 resource for Magic the Gathering news and articles.
Hi, I'm Jason, and this is my Sek'Kuar Deathkeeper deck. Hey guys, this is my Sek'Kuar Deathkeeper deck. Basically, he's whenever another non-token creature you control is put into a graveyard from play, put a 3/1 black and red Graveborn Muse token with haste into play. I kind of built this deck. Me and a friend were talking about combos and things like that, and so I kind of just wanted to make like a really synergetic / combo-y type of deck. So the general doesn't necessarily have to be out for the combos, but for some of them he's really good to have out because then you get infinite amount of creatures. So let's get into it. I have 5 basic mountains, 9 swamps, and 10 forests. For non-basics, Blackcleave Cliffs just taps for a black and a red. Savage Lands, because taps for all 3 of my colors. I have the 3 filter lands: Twilight Mire, Graven Cairns, Fireleaf Thicket, Llanowar Wastes, just a pain land for black and green. Urborg and Cabal Coffers, just to get insane amounts of mana. Reflecting Pool to add any color that my other lands could produce. Dark Depths, Bojuka Bog to exile graveyards. Valcut, this is in here because I run, I'm blanking on the name, but the enchantment that makes all your lands of the same type, so that whenever I just land drop I can deal 3 damage, even if I don't have the right amount of mountains. Rootbound Crag, Kessig Wolf Run, just to pump guys, and if I have Inkmoth Nexus out, it's really nice because you can potentially get a kill shot on someone. Inkmoth Nexus and Vesuva, usually to copy the Valcut, so that way when I drop a land it's dealing 6 damage rather than 3. Alright, getting into the creatures, and one of the first combos, I have a few creatures with persist in here. So I run Woodfall Primus, Murderous Redcap, and they go really well with Melira, because she says whenever creatures you control can't have -1/-1 counters put on them. So what you do is you get a sack outlet, and either with the Woodfall you can destroy all non-land or all non-creature permanents that all your opponents control, and Murderous Redcap, you can just end the game by dealing 2 damage to all your opponents. So all you really require is a sack outlet for these ones. So this was the original combo that kind of started the idea for the deck. And then it's really nice for if you don't have the red cap to end the game. If you have your general out, then you get, not only do you destroy all their permanents, but then you have a infinite amount of, or a lot of the Graveborn tokens, so you can swing in and maybe get a kill. Puppeteer Clique is a nice one, just because if you have Blasting Station, that's a good way to kill people because it deals damage, and he's just another persist creature. He is not necessarily one of the better ones to go for, but he's just in there because he has it. This guy just has a sack outlet built in, then he's a 1-drop, so he's really nice. You can drop the whole combo in for pretty cheap with him. Bloodghast is in here because it synergizes with Perilous Forays, and I run Amulet of Vigor, so then you can filter out all your basic lands out of your deck with those 3 cards. And that's really nice to do with Avenger of Zendikar. If you've played him, then all your tokens are getting a lot bigger. Vampire Hexmage is mostly in here because of Dark Depths. Comes into play and it has 10 ice counters. You sack her, remove the 10 ice counters, and you get a 20/20 black avatar with flying that's indestructible, legendary. So she's also pretty good, planeswalker removal and stuff like that. So she's a versatile card. Another combo in here is Kiki-Jiki, Zealous Conscripts. Instead of Pestermite, you use the Zealous because you don't have blue, and you just make infinite Zealous Conscripts and swing in for the kills. Squeeze in here for just because I run a survival of the fittest to tutor up creatures I may need, so he's just a really nice tutor package with survival. Rune-Scarred Demon, just 6/6 for 6/6 with a tutor on him, so he's really nice. Dosan is nice so that people can't interrupt your combos if you're trying to go off. Solemn, just ramping and drawing. Eternal Witness gets back a card from your graveyard into your hand. So if someone's discarded or milled a combo piece, she helps to get it back. Acidic Slime just to deal with problem lands, artifacts, or enchantments. Harvester of Souls is really nice because when things die you get to draw cards, so you filter through your deck a lot quicker. And you can get to your combo pieces. Oracle filters out lands and helps you mana ramp. Genesis, if combo creatures are in your graveyard, you can get them back to your hand at the beginning of your upkeep. Vexing Shusher is really nice because it makes your spells and abilities uncounterable, which is really nice for these colors. I only run one Planeswalker in here, Liliana Vess, mostly just for the tutor, because you need to do a lot of tutoring to get to combos. Rarely do I ever get an opening hand with all the pieces I need. Amulet of Vigor puts things into play on tap that you control. Skull Clamp just helps draw cards. Vedalken Orrery, sometimes you want to go off with your combo at the end of the turn while everyone's tapped out and things like that, so it just makes it a little easier to do. Blasting Station, sack outlet, win condition. Defense of the Heart, usually sack it to get Kiki-Jiki, Zealous Conscript for the win. Goblin Bombardment. This one also works well with Malira and the Puppeteer Clique. This thing will deal the damage and it's a sack outlet, so that can get you the win. Prismatic Omen, this is the one I was talking about earlier. All your lands are each basic land type for the Val cut. Asceticism, if you're going with the creature combos, you can this helps you, this gives them protection against your opponent's spells and abilities. Perilous Forays, sacrifice a creature, search your library for a basic land card, put it into play tap. So with the Bloodghast and the Amulet, you get everything untapped. Mana Reflection, just more mana. Necromancy, help either steal someone else's creature from their graveyard or you get back one of your pieces that you need. Survival, just tutor. Phyrexian Arena, more draw. Putrefy, destroy problem creatures or artifacts. Croson Grip, destroy problem artifacts or enchantments. Beast Within, problem permanents. Worldly Tutor, get you a creature you need. Vampiric Tutor, get anything you need. Footbottom Feast is really nice because you can, if most of your creatures are in the graveyard that you need to win, you can just put them all back on top of your library and then you get to draw a card at instant speed. So if people are tapped out or things like that, you can do it whenever you need to. Makeshift Mannequin, instant speed, return a creature card from your graveyard into play. Sometimes this will help you go off if you have that one creature in your graveyard that you need in play to win. So it's nice to be able to do it at instant speed. Alright, getting into the sorceries and such, this is usually if I run Wrath, I kind of run this package in a deck. Life's Finale, just Wrath, and then you get to kind of sort of bury it alive an opponent. So if they have combos in their deck, you can put them in the graveyard. Black Sun Zenith gets rid of everything, including indestructible creatures. Damnation. Decree of Pain is really nice. The multiple outlets, you get to, if you discard it, draw a card, and then all creatures get -2/-2. But if you do, pay it for its mana cost, and you just draw all creatures and draw, which is really nice. Explosive Vegetation, just ramp. Cultivate and Kodama's Reach, same thing, ramp. Green Sun Zenith, mostly to tutor up like Malira or something like that. Regrowth, just recursion. Recollect, more recursion. All Sun's Dawn can get, potentially 3 cards back from your graveyard, which is really nice, especially if they're combo pieces. Restock, more recursion. Either Snap, another card used for the Dark Depths. Also, this is really good against token decks when they have a bunch of tokens. It just exiles them all from play. So, because this deck does kind of struggle against heavy aggro decks with a lot of creatures. So, especially if it's tokens, this is a nice card. Beacon of Unrest, same thing. Return a creature from someone else's graveyard or yours to the battlefield. Tooth and Nail, usually for the Kiki-Jiki Zealous Conscript. Diabolic Tutor, just search up things you need. Same. Beseech the Queen, same thing. And finally, Demonic Tutor. And that's my Sek'Kuar Deathkeeper deck.
Thank you for watching CMDR Decks. Please subscribe and favorite.